Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Jackson. This is Chapter 2, Section 1, Part 3. And in this short video, we are going to look at a graph and from the graph, write the vertex form of the quadratic function. So zoom in here on our function. I graphed the parent function in black and we have a transform function in red. And our task is to try to write the vertex form of that red function. And so we can see from the graph here that we have been translated left 3 units and we've been translated down 4 units. And it appears that we have some kind of compression. So I'm going to start out writing my function form here. My vertex form. So I've got some kind of horizontal translation, some kind of vertical translation, and perhaps some stretch. And our vertex is H, K. And in this case, we have a vertex of -3 and -4. So I'm going to first substitute that in. I've got g of x equals some kind of stretch. And I am going left, so that means I am going to be adding 3. And going down 4, I'm going to subtract 4 right from the output. Now, how do we determine what the stretch is? We can determine the stretch couple of different ways. My preference would be to look at the vertex here and try to see what's happening versus our parent. So our parent, I'll make a little table for the parent. If I have x here and my y, if I move 1 in the x dimension, that would be 1 squared. So my output should move up 1. If I move 2 in the x dimension, that would be 2 squared. So my output should move up 4, 3 squared, 9, etc. And from our graph, we can see that's not what's happening here. If we move 1 unit to the right, we're going up a half. And if we go 2 units to the right, we're going up 2 instead of 4. So let's try to see a pattern here. So when we move over 1, we're going up a half instead of 1. When we move over 2, we're going up 2. So hopefully you can see that our A factor, our scale factor there, is actually going to be a half. And that's what's going to cut all the numbers down by 2. So if we put all of that together here and write our final function form, we have g of x equals 1/2 x plus 3 squared minus 4. So in this video, we had a quadratic graph and we wrote its function in vertex form. Hope this helps. Thanks for listening.